Hi everyone and welcome back to my Japan videos. Today I'm headed to Kumamoto from Kagoshima to spend a night there before heading to Mount Aso and Kurokawa Onsen. This will be my second time in Kumamoto and I am excited to go back again. It is an hour Shinkansen ride from Kagoshima and it is much cheaper than driving there.
Welcome to the Shinkansen. This is a Sakura Super Express bound to Shin Osaka. We will be stopping at Sendai, Kumamoto, Kurume, Shin Tosu, Hakata, Kokura, Tokuyama, Hiroshima, Fukuyama, Okayama, and Shin Kobe stations before arriving at Shin Osaka Terminal. There are 8 cars on this train. Cars 1, 2, and 3 are for passengers without seat reservations.
I arrived just after 1 p.m. and had some extra time to kill before I could check in at my hotel. Like many other JR Kyushu stations, there is a shopping complex attached to the station with many shops and places to eat. In this case, I am at Amu Plaza Kumamoto. I also visited the Amu Plaza in Kagoshima and Miyazaki as well. I had planned to visit a conveyor belt sushi restaurant I had visited last year, but it was closed for afternoon break. The hotel I was staying at, the Blossom Kumamoto, was conveniently attached to the mall as well and provided direct access via a private elevator. I grabbed some McDonald's for a snack before heading to the hotel for a check-in. After dropping off my bags, I headed out to explore the city. Oh, so cute. As I had limited time here in Kumamoto, I didn't plan on anything too exciting. This was more of a rest day in preparation for the long day tomorrow at Mount Aso. Since this was my second time in Kumamoto, I had already visited all of the popular attractions the first time, including Kumamoto Castle and Suijinji Garden. If this is your first time here, I would highly recommend visiting these two sites as they are very popular and unique. I ended up taking a tram to the nearby shopping complex, the Sakura Machi Kumamoto Shopping Center. It was an average mall with your usual shops and a nice rooftop garden. Look at this. So cool. 550. Kumamon is the official mascot of Kumamoto and you will see him everywhere throughout the city. I spent a bit of time here looking for souvenirs before leaving to a nearby shopping street. Like Kagoshima, trams are also used in Kumamoto, providing quick and easy transportation to and from the popular tourist attractions. I returned to Amu Plaza and headed to Mekimon Sushi as it was now open for dinner service. You can order via the tablet on the desk and they have the menu in Japanese, Korean, Chinese, and English. Depending on what you order, the color of the plates determine the price of that dish. In addition, you can simply grab the plates of sushi off the conveyor belt as it comes by. When you are finished, the waiter scans your dishes to quickly add up the cost and you head to the front to pay. Overall, it was a very cool experience. As mentioned, the hotel I was staying at was directly attached to the mall and the entrance was tucked away behind one of the station exits. Honestly, I got a bit lost before realizing where the entrance was and how to get in. Although I was only here for a night, the hotel and amenities were all high quality and nice. All the regular amenities are offered, including laundry service and a public bath. The staff spoke English and were super helpful in showing me around the facilities. I headed out early the next day to pick up my rental car, but not before grabbing a small breakfast at the nearby Family Mart. The Toyota rent-a-car location was about a 5-minute walk from the hotel. The weather was noticeably a bit cooler than in Kagoshima, but the sun was still out and it warmed up as the day went by. The plan today was to pick up the rental and drive to Mount Aso to explore the volcano and the surrounding areas before heading to Kurokawa Onsen for the night. I picked up my rental with no issues as the staff were very friendly and accommodating. They provided me with English versions of all the important documents, and within a short while I was off to Mount Aso. Mount Aso was about an hour drive from the rental car location, and I was treated to excellent views all throughout the drive there. As it was a clear day, I was hoping that the Aso crater was open for visitors as well. The concrete city melted away as I made my way up the windy but well-maintained roads up the volcano. As it was the weekend, there was quite a fair bit of traffic heading up there as well.
No bicycle, no drones, no pets, no grass ski.
My first stop was the Mount Aso Visitor Center and Kusasenri. The Visitor Center provided a nice area to rest, and there were various shops and restaurants there as well. The area is known as Kusasenri, which is a vast grassy area that offers great views of the volcanically active Nagadake Peak. According to the guidebooks, this is supposed to be a lake, but as it was the tail end of summer, it was a bit dry. There were also horse rides being offered as seen earlier. While there are tour buses and public buses available to get here, they are sparse and limited. I would recommend renting a car to give yourself this flexibility to explore. I spent some time taking in the views before heading back to the visitor center to grab lunch. There were some horse meat dishes available, but I settled with a familiar pulled pork hot dog combo. After lunch, I continued up the main road and up to the main Aso crater. I was in luck today as the crater was open, allowing me to drive all the way up for 1,000 yen. On poorer air quality days, the crater remains closed for tourists. There are constant announcements in Japanese, Chinese, Korean, and English asking those with respiratory illnesses to be mindful and to head to the indoor shelter if necessary. There are also helicopter tours available which fly you directly over the volcano. I'll save that experience for next time. Since it was Saturday, the crater was quite crowded with tourist buses and regular tourists alike. I was treated to some excellent views of the active crater and watched the smoke billow out from the volcano. Overall, I would say this is an excellent spot to visit, but you have to be a bit lucky with the weather. If the main crater is closed, I feel like the experience would be diminished as you could only see the volcano from down there. On my way to the next stop, I parked my car near the side of the road and took in the sights of the sprawling valleys. The views were truly breathtaking and the gorgeous weather added to the experience.
Look at this view. It's so beautiful.
My next stop of the day was Daikanbo Observatory. This was a short drive from the Mount Aso crater and I highly recommend coming here if you have a car. It is a short 10-minute hike from the parking lot, but the views and experience were worth it.
Oh my god.
My photos and videos don't do it justice. You can see the haze from the volcano smoke starting to cover the sky as it was already late afternoon, but unlike in Kagoshima, I didn't really smell the smoke. Here you can clearly see the 5 peaks of Aso forming a lying down Buddha. I spent a bit more time exploring the area surrounding the lookout point before heading to Kurokawa Onsen to spend my evening. It was about a 30-minute drive from Daikanbo, and I was looking forward to visiting the hot spring baths. As is common all throughout Japan, I stopped by a roadside family mart to grab a light snack before continuing on with my journey. A sandwich. Kurokawa Onsen is a popular hot spring town and tourist location which is known for its abundance of natural hot springs and traditional Japanese-style inns. I was staying at an inn called Ryokan Wakaba. It was a great experience and the staff were super friendly and spoke enough English to get by. After checking in at my ryokan, I picked up an onsen hopping pass from the tourist center, which allows you to visit 3 onsens for a total of 1,200 yen. I walked throughout the village using my pass before heading back for dinner. As there are over 30 different inns to choose from, your options are abundant. I also picked up an onsen egg, which is just an egg boiled via the hot spring water, and some yogurt for dessert. On the menu tonight was basashi, or horse sashimi, a local delicacy. I have never had raw meat before, so I cannot compare it to raw beef, but texture-wise, it was very creamy due to the fat. It did not have a distinct taste and was served with green onions and soy sauce. I went for another dip after dinner and called it a night. Obviously, no cameras were allowed in the bath, so I can't show you, but you should definitely experience this once in Japan. Early next morning, after another hot spring visit, I had the breakfast and checked out of the ryokan. I stopped by a nearby shopping mall because why not, and picked up some gifts. After returning my rental car, I went to Kumamoto Station to grab lunch, Hokkaido-style butter miso ramen. This was delicious. I picked up my ticket to Hakata and hopped on the train, where I'll be spending the next 9 nights in Fukuoka. Thank you all for watching to the end, and I'll see you in my next video.